Hi, in this video we're gonna have a look at this book that we just got in the store. This one's Gamma Wolves by Ash Barker. It's published by Osprey Games, and it's a game of post-apocalyptic mecha warfare. Yeah, actually, when I first saw this book, I must say I was pretty excited because I was sort of pondering the potential of the book, but I have it and I had a browse of it. So this video is basically me looking at the book, maybe offering some ideas. So yeah, let's get to this. So Gamma Wolves is written by Ash Barker. There's a pretty good interview of Gamma Wolves done with the good people at OnTableTop. I highly recommend you put it on your watch list. The link for that is in the description and in the top corner. You may also want to check out Ash Barker give a rundown on his rules as well. Now I think it's really good when rules writer puts his thoughts on how he wrote the rules. So this is also a video I recommend you watching. That video is also in the description. So so the rule comes in two parts. Essentially, there's the rules, the building rules, where you build your pilots and you build your frames, and then there's the how to play. So it's actually a very, very simply written book. Yeah. So Gamma Wolf comes with his own universe to play in, and the book devotes quite a number of pages for it. If you're playing in the Gamma Wolves universe, then you will be introduced to the arcologies. Well, these arcologies are what differentiates one group from another. So you have the Bolshevs. So these are the Eastern European or the Eastern Asian or the Asian arcology. These mechs are built to be reliable and less on finesse. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe the mechs from Conflict 47, those Soviet mechs. Yeah, that's a great place to start if you're looking at what these mechs would probably look like. Then you've got the Berg. These are the post-apocalyptic survivors who have managed to adapt and thrive to this world. Due to their enhanced physiology, this arcology functions pretty well in the toxic environment of the Seas of Destruction. The next arcology we have is the Ghost of Tiamat. I consider the Ghost of Tiamat, well, the AI that became self-aware and have decided to salvage what they can. It's basically a non-organic faction, so there's a very robotic feel to it. I would actually honestly start with Dreampot 9's Heavy Gears. That's a great place to start for this arcology. Then we have the Hinode. The Hinode, well, to me it's got a very Japanese feel. There's a great rule including a master-apprentice idea that's inserted into the arcology. And I like how the master-apprentice structure has been weaved into the rules. So I honestly would go with anything anime-based, yeah, for this faction. The next arcology we have is North Star. This is the more, well, American or Canadian-centric of the arcologies, claiming to be the standard bearer of freedom, well, often to its mortal end. So I pretty much point you to the Rackham's 8043 Yuna faction as a great start if you're looking at this. The next arcology are the Ronin. These guys work with what they have, they salvage their parts, and well, they pretty much feel like the clan mechs in Battletech. So yeah, that's the most obvious choice to go. So each of these arcologies decide the spread of the experienced pilots available, and also gives each arcology a rule that separates them from each other. Now once you've chosen your faction, you can start building your mechs. Now looking at the book, the background is pretty basic. There's really not much background in it. They give you a little bit, just I think a paragraph or two on each arcology, and even in the introduction, the whole world is 2 pages. It's in 2 pages. So which is great because it offers you a chance to build on your own either your own story or your own reasons for these factions to function in your universe. Yeah, it works and does not work. It works and doesn't work. Well, it works because you have a chance to build a world. It sort of doesn't work because not all of us are very imaginative. So sometimes we need a little bit of a push. Well, but regardless, the fluff part of the book is pretty small. But to be honest, the big reason I was really excited about Gamma Wolves is the next part. So Gamma Wolves is a miniature agnostic rule set. So this means that the rule set is not catered to a single range of miniatures. This is where I really get excited about the rulebook. So Gamma Wolves gives you an excuse to visit all those miniature companies that actually make mecha. So it's as a miniature collector, I tend to browse a whole lot of small companies, and it's nice that there are rules out there for me to go and just have a look, maybe buy a piece or two, or maybe a few figures. And Gamma Wolves lets me browse the whole mecha miniatures that are out there. Well, it also gives you good reason to dive back into your storeroom for all those minis that are waiting their time in the sun again. Now here's an idea though. If you're already playing BattleTech, you can still get Gamma Wolves. I think this can follow on what's been happening in the historical wargaming scene, where the same figures are used with different rule sets. So you can actually play a game of BattleTech using the Gamma Wolves build rules, or just use Gamma Wolf rules. We all know that the basic set, BattleTech set is really heavy, and we also know that they have their Alpha Strike set. So I think this rule set sort of fits somewhere in the middle. I'll be doing a BattleTech video at some point, so stick around for that. So let's start with the miniature companies that are already out there with a range to buy. Oh wait, if you're just in the mood to try a rule set out, I would honestly recommend going the cardboard route. Now, back when BattleTech first came out, my first few games were using the cardboard cutouts that used to come with the rule set. This is great because you're not committing to any miniatures, and you can actually print them on traditional cardboard or traditional print paper, and you can play with them. This is a great way to try a new rule set. For those of you who have a thing for rule sets, and for those of you who are about to start getting into miniature wargaming, usually proxies are great, and using cardboard proxies is just as nice to start. But let's talk about miniatures that you can use for Gamma Wolves from companies that currently are in business. So the most obvious miniatures that you can use in Gamma Wolves are the miniatures from Ironwind Metals. Well, they make miniatures for BattleTech. These figures are metal, and Ironwind Metal has a huge range with many different shapes for the different tonnages. You can still use the Gamma Wolf rule set, like I said, to play BattleTech in the BattleTech universe, which I think is a great plus. The next company I want to share is Cav. These guys, the Cav rule set is from Talon Miniatures. Talon Miniatures actually has quite the range, and just like BattleTech, you can play with the Cav mecha in their universe, or you can use the Cav mecha in Gamma Wolves. The Cav range is not as big as the BattleTech range, but not so small either, and can offer a selection of miniatures for you to get a game of Gamma Wolves going. Looking into Dripbot 9's range is also a good idea. They have the Gear Craig range, and they have their main heavy gear range. The designs are pretty good. Oh, and they also have some great STL files if you're into like 3D printing. Warlord Games. Yeah, Warlord Games also have some mecha that you can use. Warlord have their Conflict 47. Now these mecha are pretty sweet if you ask me. Conflict 47 is still in production, and the range can only get bigger. If you're looking for some quick fit generic plastic robot mech models, head on over to the IMAX Model Company. They have a range called RoboGear. Now, well, it's called RoboGear, and you can use them to like kit bash your own mecha, or use any of the kits that they have. Then there's Joy Toy. Well, Joy Toy figures are slightly on the expensive side. These guys are 1/18 scale. Some of these are even dual mode, so they can even be mechs and vehicles. Actually, to be honest, if you've got some Transformers, you can actually use your Transformers to play Gamma Wolves. But I was looking on YouTube while researching, and I found a video covering the other Joy Toy. It's a pretty good video, and I recommend you have a watch if you've got a budget and you're looking for some mecha ideas. Now here's a bit of a stretch. If you're a War Machine player, consider using the War Machine Warjacks. Yeah, they're steam powered, but you gotta suspend your sense of disbelief a little bit. Use the form, use the miniature, call it something else, and use them, repurpose them as proper as non-steampunk mecha. So take them out of the War Machine universe and put them into the Gamma Wolves universe. Some of the designs in War Machine, their Warjacks are kind of nice, kind of sweet. Maybe there's some of the Skyra mechs, Skyra Warjacks. Even like if you're using the Cardo Jacks, which are rather clunky or rather functional, this could be really great for the Bolshevs faction. Give your War Machine miniatures a look. You'll be surprised what you'll find, and maybe what you can adapt. Well, if you're looking around the internet, it won't take you long before you find some Gunpla communities that are using Gamma Wolves to wargame with their Gundam figures. The links to some of these videos are here. I think this puts a smile on my face, and for the longest time, honestly, building Gundams missed that one element to make their hobby better. Well, I think hobby's pretty good, but just something else to add to their hobby. With Gamma Wolves, you can now, well, play with them. I feel you can use the HG or the high grade models. These are pretty good for the rule set, with the size and the complexity being quite low to build, and yeah, but more importantly, the price is pretty low as well. If you have a deep storeroom, your own personal storeroom, you can pull out some of those old Rackham 8043 mechs, which were pretty cool. Now, for those of you who didn't know, 8043 was a game by now defunct, or should I say closed down or no longer functioning Rackham Miniatures. They made a science fiction range, which is not as popular as their confrontation range. 8043 has some really nice designs. If you have them, great, you can use them, or you can actually source the internet for them. Also, WizKids released a range of mechs for their Mech Warrior Dark Age game. This was sold in actually blind boxes. So, and the good thing is, if you ask around, you probably get a lot of friends who used to be into Mech Warrior Dark Age, who probably have a whole lot of like extra common mecha that they can probably give you for free. But this is definitely an option because the scalps for their Dark Age, the Mech Warrior Dark Age were pretty good. And now, if you're on Kickstarter, or if you're looking on Kickstarter, it's also a great place to look up for some mechs. Catalyst Games have just started shipping their minis to their backers. Well, this video is made in 2021, so as of now, I think the Wave 2 stuff is going out. Also, while researching Kickstarter, I found Obsidian Protocol. Now that campaign is currently running. So if this video is out and the campaigns are still going, well, go back it. As for the 3D print crowd, it's rules like this that will definitely push your 3D printer to the limit, because I was looking, and there are a few, not that many yet, but there are a few companies doing mecha style printing. I think once things start building up, or the excitement for Gamma Wolves builds up, there are going to be a lot of mecha STLs coming out. So that's pretty much the tip of the mecha rabbit hole, and go ahead, dive, have a look at what's out there. It's a great chance to scurry the internet on those very quiet rainy nights. Yeah. So what are my final thoughts on this? You know what? Go get this. It's a really good book. It's a hardcover book. The production quality is pretty good. They've added some artwork, which it's great because it gives the book a little bit of life. I like rule books that actually have some artwork, but there's a worry on where you're gonna. If you like the mecha, where are you gonna get this mecha from? To be honestly, it's rule sets like this and Gaslands which I'm really excited about at the moment, because what they're doing is they're actually letting all the other small companies come to the fore, because with miniatures becoming more and more easily to produce, the issue right now is finding if there are rule sets out there to carry the miniatures as they come out. So Gamma Wolves, Gaslands, Frostgrave, they are really good. I think rule sets like this are the way forward, and also these are the kind of rule sets that actually help the community. So yeah, do check out. Go online and have a look at the different battle reports that will be coming out for Gamma Wolves. I am not so sure if we will be doing any so soon, but when we do, look out for that as well. So that's pretty much it. Let me know if you like videos like this, review videos like this, because I like getting stuff and I like talking about it, but I just don't know whether you want to watch me do that. If you do, leave a like, subscribe, and leave me a comment, and let me know. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and enjoy painting those figures.